Yes! I've done it! I've attained both halves of the power sword! Now to unite them! There! Now, to utter the magic words, by the power of Grayskull! I have the power! Well, look at me, I'm buffed!
Maybe I hit him harder than I thought. Damn, sis, you're looking fine. How about you come over here and give me a little lovin'? What happens in Grayskull stays in Grayskull. Hey everyone, and welcome to Review Time. I'm Icelip, and today I'm going to be doing a review that's of a slightly different nature. I recently got on a sort of a He-Man kick, as you can kind of tell by some of my videos. So, needless to say, I finally broke down and bought some Masters of the Universe Classics figures. I got 3 of them, and they all actually managed to come on the same day, despite 2 of them being sent by a different person all the way to a different part of the country. So, without further ado, I'm going to start the review. And today I'm going to be reviewing the Masters of the Universe Classics Skeletor. Whoops, I meant to zoom out and I zoomed in. So he's about 6 inches in height, and he looks like somebody took the old toy, gave it some articulation, and evened out some of the proportions a bit, so he doesn't look so goofy. Sadly, he doesn't come with a cape. It would have been nice if he would have come with a cape, but that's a little thing. It's a little thing. Very, 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 very beautiful figure. Very articulate. His head goes up and down and wobbles around. Sorry about that. Wobbles around. My light broke, so I'm using a lamp, actually. Shoulders rotate. It would rotate 360 if not for the... Excuse me. The arms do bend at the elbow. Rotate at the wrist and rotate at the right above the bicep. He has an ab. Whoops, sorry again. He has an ab crunch. Let me turn this a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Ab crunch. He has waist articulation. He has legs that appear to be on a ball joint, so they wiggle a bit, go out a bit, bend at the knee, rotate at the shin guard, and his feet wiggle. So that's about it, but that's enough to get poses in. Now his plastic underwear do hinder his movement some, but not as badly as it does for He-Man. And this does come off, but you'd have to pop the head off to do it, and I'm not doing that. So let's bring him in closer for a review of his face. And it's pretty nice. I don't know if you can see it, so let me move the lights here, but you can see there's red on the inside of his eyes. As I was saying before my battery so rudely died, what the hell was I saying? His chest thing, I'll just assume that's what I was talking about. His chest, his vest, his whatever, it can come off. Just pop these open, but I'm not going to do it because you also have to pop his head off, and I don't want to do that. And he has a holster for one of his accessories, which I'm going to bring out now. First, I'm going to bring out his classic accessory. When I say classic, I mean this is basically one of the accessories he came with as an original Masters of the Universe figure, and that was the purple half of the power sword, which does fit in his hand, and from the side looks great, but then when you turn it like this, there's only half of it. the cool thing about that is that if you get another figure, namely He-Man, you get the good half of the power sword. Evil, good. And if you decide to, the good half of the power sword has, metal plugs, little penises, and this has little jinies, the little jinies. And if you plug the penises into the jinies, you get a whole sword. A whole sword is born, and that's how you make babies, by plugging swords together. See, little kids, you've learned something. So now that you've got the sword together, now you can have him wield it, and he can now open Castle Grayskull. You can stick it back there, and yeah. So let me disassemble the power sword and let him have his half, which goes in here. I think I'll turn it this way so that, oh no, I'll just turn it, whatever. I'll just put it in here. So he's got that, and he's got his trademark goat head skull staff. Whoops. Or his skull staff, excuse me, it's just called a skull staff. And let's get you out of the way so the camera can focus on the goat. There we go. See, and there is a lot of detail in there. Look at that. Look at that. It's all like cracked and weathered looking. This is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alright. Now, getting it into his hands is a little tricky, because what you have to do, especially with his left hand, with his right hand is not such a, well, no. What you have to do, I find what I have to do, is sort of pry his hand open a little bit like this, and then slide this in. So, we're going to lay him down, because for some reason that seems easiest. And there. So, there he is, looking mighty fine with his staff. Yes, and of course I have to go all the way back there because, yeah. Anyway, so there he is with his trademark staff that he used in every episode of the He-Man cartoon. And it's bloody awesome. And then you can have him wield it two-handed, which I love to do. And you definitely have to pry this hand open because the fingers go in more. And I don't know if you can make that out, but I actually kind of stressed the first finger the first day I got it. Anybody who's seen that that unboxing knows. And I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So, yeah. So now you can have them posed. I had them posed pretty good the other day. And I'll just move this back because my camera won't zoom out any farther. So you can see. So he does hold the snake staff pretty good, and you can, adjust the posing a bit if you want to. Just have him standing there like so, if you so choose to, like that. Have him his waist twisted a little bit. Have him pointing it at the camera like so. Tilt it a little bit so you can see that. Give it a little bit of dynamicism. So yeah. And that's basically all there is to Mr. Skeletor here. He was originally a Matty Collector exclusive, I believe. So, and they're coming out with some really good stuff. I mean, they've come out with some really good stuff. I need to get his evil version of Battle Cat. I forgot what it's called. Something with a panther. Panther. No, I don't know what it was called. I forgot now. He wasn't actually in the original cartoon too much, and he was such a freaking coward. He made me sick. But he is just a remold of Battle Cat, which I also need to get. And they're coming out with, I think it's Brightwind, the Pegasus that She-Ra flew around in. They're coming out with that, and there's just a whole lot of stuff I need to start collecting now. I'm almost sorry that I got these figures because now I want to collect them all, like Pokemon. So I did not bring anything to do a size comparison with. Hold on one second, I'll be right back. Alright, and here he is with next to Classic's Wheeljack. And you can see that Classic's Wheeljack is really short. Classics, did I say Classics? I meant to say Generations Wheeljack. You can see he's woefully short, toe to toe. Put them together, just get him to stand. And that's the only thing, my only real gripe with these figures, and I got two right out the box, is that their ankles are rather weak. So they don't support the weight as well. But you can see that he's about 2 inches, almost 2 inches taller than... Really? Anyway, so you can see he's about the size of a Voyager class figure. So anyway, that's it. There's nothing more I can talk about other than the fact that this guy is awesome. Surprisingly, he seems to be my favorite out the set. Not that I don't like the others as much. It's just that, just with that, you know what it is? It's just with the goat staff and the fact that you can put him in cool poses. Well, you can put the other ones in cool poses too, but I don't know. He just seems more Skeletor than the other two figures I got seem to be their characters. I know that doesn't make much sense, but anyway. So I know this is an old figure and everybody and their mama's already reviewed it, but if you haven't gotten a hold of this figure, get it. I got this guy loose. I don't know how much I paid because I can't remember really. And down there somewhere, oh, actually right up here, if I remember, I'll put the name of the guy that I got it from, or I'll definitely put a link down there. And yeah, so if you can get him, get him. Definitely an awesome figure. All right, that's it. That's all. Get her done. Why is it shaking? Is there an earthquake? Maybe it's the stabilizer thing. Whatever. Okay, I said too much. Bye.
Yeah, unstoppable. Okay.
Huh. Maybe I hit him harder than I thought.